The power of commanding prayer: silence, patience, and stabilizing the seed. Most people think prayer ends when the words are spoken. They say the prayer, they make the declaration, and then they wait for something to happen. But here's the truth very few understand. The real power of commanding prayer begins the moment the words stop. Because when you command in prayer, you are planting a seed of cause inside consciousness. And just like any seed in nature, it will only grow if it is protected, stabilized, and allowed to mature. Today, we are going to explore one of the most powerful and overlooked stages of commanding prayer: silence, patience, and stabilizing the seed. Master this stage, and your prayers stop being hopeful wishes, start becoming inevitable outcomes. When you speak a commanding prayer, you are not begging for something. You are establishing a cause, a clear decision, clear intention, clear directive to your subconscious mind and nervous system. In that moment, something shifts internally. A seed has been planted. But here's where many people sabotage themselves. They plant the seed, and then they immediately begin digging it up with doubt, worry, fear, and impatience. Imagine planting a seed in the soil, and every hour you dig it up to see if it's growing, you would destroy it. Yet this is exactly what many people do with prayer. They command, and then they question, they declare, and then they panic. They believe, and then they react to circumstances. The moment that happens, the soil becomes unstable, and the seed struggles to grow. The first principle that protects the seed is silence. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is alignment. After you issue a command in prayer, the mind must enter a state of calm stability, not agitation, not overthinking. It's not constant reanalysis, because every thought carries energy. And every contradictory thought creates disturbance in the soil of consciousness. If the mind repeatedly returns to the old story, the old fears, or the old circumstances, the subconscious receives mixed signals, and mixed signals weaken the cause you just established. Silence protects the command. It allows the seed to integrate into your subconscious mind. It allows your nervous system to begin reorganizing around the new cause. And this integration often happens below conscious awareness. It's just like a seed grows underground before it ever breaks the surface. The most important work happens in the unseen. Silence creates the internal environment where that unseen growth can occur. The second pillar of stabilization is patience. One of the biggest misunderstandings about manifestation and prayer is the timeline. People expect instant results, but the law of cause and effect does not operate on impatience. It operates on internal readiness. When a seed is planted, it doesn't immediately produce a tree. First, it develops roots, then it strengthens underground, then it sprouts, and only later does it become visible. Commanding prayer works the same way. Your internal world must adjust before the external world reflects it. Your subconscious beliefs must reorganize. Your nervous system must stabilize. Your perception must shift. Your behaviors must align. This process takes time. But patience is not passive waiting. Patience is active trust in the process. It is maintaining alignment even when the results are not yet visible. It's continuing to live as though the cause you planted is already operating, because internally, it is. Closely connected to silence and patience is a powerful discipline called non-reactivity. Life will test the seed. Situations may arise that appear to contradict your prayer. Unexpected events may occur. Delays may happen. And in those moments, the natural human reaction is emotional. Turbulence, fear, frustration, anxiety, doubt. But reaction is one of the fastest ways to destabilize the seed. When we react emotionally, the nervous system becomes chaotic. Our focus shifts back to the problem instead of the cause we planted. The subconscious receives conflicting instructions. Part of the mind says, "This is done." Another part says, "Maybe it's impossible." This internal contradiction weakens coherence. Non-reactivity is the ability to observe events without letting them shake your internal alignment. You acknowledge what is happening, but you do not surrender your internal state to it. The outer world may fluctuate, but the inner command remains stable. This stability is what allows the cause to unfold naturally. Fear is perhaps the greatest disruptor of commanding prayer. Fear questions everything. It whispers, What if this doesn't work? What if I made the wrong decision? What if the past is stronger than my intention? Fear tries to convince you that the seed has no power. But fear is not a prophecy. It is simply a signal from the nervous system. A signal that old patterns are resisting change. When fear arises, the goal is not to fight it. The goal is to witness it without feeding it. This is where silence becomes powerful again. Instead of reacting, you observe. Instead of panicking, you return to stillness. You remember the cause you established. You maintain alignment with it. Over time, this discipline strengthens your internal coherence. And coherence is the real engine of manifestation. Stabilizing the seed requires internal consistency. Your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and identity must begin aligning with the outcome you commanded. Each moment of alignment strengthens the seed. Your brain begins forming new neural pathways. Your subconscious mind starts accepting the new cause as truth. Your perception begins to shift. And eventually, your behavior naturally changes. You don't force these changes. They emerge organically. The seed becomes a living structure inside consciousness, and as it grows stronger internally, the external world begins to mirror it. This is why patience and stabilization are so powerful. They allow the cause to mature until the result becomes inevitable. Commanding prayer is not just about speaking powerful words. It is about cultivating powerful internal conditions. Silence protects the seed. Patience allows it to mature. Stabilization prevents internal sabotage. When these three forces work together, something remarkable happens. Your prayers stop being temporary bursts of motivation. They become structures of causation. And once a cause is deeply rooted in consciousness, its effects will eventually appear in the external world. It's not because you forced them, but because the internal reality has become too strong not to manifest. This is the true mastery of commanding prayer. Creation is not only spoken, it is cultivated.